going to yell like zombie life. And welcome to this week's episode of Fanservice, where we're just kind of cruising and relaxing. This is your live weekly geek field trip into the world of pop culture. I'm one of your hosts, Gavin, joined by...
I'm Harley.
I'm Ari.
I'm Jeffrey.
I'm Andrew.
I'm Jasmine.
I still have all my digits. I'm Pocky.
I'm Jack.
Robert.
So this is a good collection of a bunch of the Family TV people who are part of different shows and behind the scenes, because we're as much fun as we have on the show, there's a whole lot that happens off camera or on other shows, or it's just there's a whole bunch of things. So we have a whole bunch of new people who've got new experiences, and old people who have lots of fun experiences from the past year, because
Fun? Where? Fun?
we've been having way too much fun. Like, this is Jasmine's first time
Yes.
up here. She's the
I'm a
co-producer
newbie.
in there. She's me behind the scenes.
Yes.
She hides.
She
Yeah,
hides.
I
She
try to hide
does.
from cameras.
And then
as
she's
much
all
as I can.
like, "No, you put the star behind closed doors. Well, get on camera." Then she's all, "Oh, what? I gotta be on
Okay,
camera."
well, like, hold on. Give me a couple minutes.
Hold on.
She was in the
whoa.
powder
She gotta
room
put her
for like the
face
last
on.
45
You have
minutes.
to look good.
She gotta put her face on.
She even got a pedicure. And
So
everything.
this is our show dedicated to everything
did.
that you don't see or
I
that
did
you
not.
have seen with the whole crew. So I want to start with probably our newest crew member, which would be Jack. You're gonna get thrown under the bus.
Oh, great.
Bus,
Awesome.
what?
It's really
There's
comfortable
a
in there,
bus?
isn't it?
Oh, I throw Jasmine under the bus all the time.
Yeah.
What
I'm
am I
already
supposed
used
to be
it.
doing?
You reveal
Talk
who you
about
are.
your favorite moment.
You're what it's like
No,
me.
first, reveal who you are, because all we
Okay.
said was you're Jack, and then
Yeah.
what do you do behind the scenes?
Okay, well, I'm Jack. I'm an intern.
Unpaid.
Yeah, just
Like the rest
way
of
to
us.
throw that out there. Yeah.
I just want to make sure that no one thinks we pay our interns.
Yeah.
Oh, heaven forbid we'd actually pay somebody. I mean, come on.
Oh, we fancy. We have fancy company.
That's okay.
now.
Jeffrey doesn't get paid either.
Yeah, none of us do.
I love my job.
And so, yeah, and then when did you start?
I started, I guess, beginning of June.
Yeah.
So I've only been here like a month.
You know, here's my favorite part, because they'll get interns here at the studio and they'll ship them to us, because we do 3
We do
hours
the
of live
cray
TV.
cray.
We do all the fun
Oh.
stuff. So he walks in. I'm like, "Oh, I hope you're ready." And he turns out geek just like the rest of us.
Yeah.
Like, he literally fit right in.
And
so-
Jasmine was an intern as well, right?
That
And
our
we kept her.
interns are just staying.
Yeah.
So since you've been here,
Yeah.
what has it been like?
It's been like just escalation every week. Because I started out, first time I came to the studio here, I didn't know what show was going to be on that evening. I just knew I had this like 2-hour block that I had to come work. And Charles brought me in here, and you were yelling at Jeffrey, and Jeffrey was up on the ladder.
It's
What
That's
Jeffrey
every
does.
Thursday.
You were just cursing each other, and I thought I walked into like a hostile work
Every
environment. I was
Thursday.
really uncomfortable. I thought it was
Every-
gonna be
I
like really
remember
bad.
this,
It was gonna
yeah.
be really just vitriolic.
we were
and
just
bad.
going back and forth.
You were,
We
and
were
then
just
it
messing
took
around.
me a while to realize.
Like,
that
I
it was
realized
all,
someone
like,
else new was in. I was like, oh crap.
I think I walked in at you at that point. Go, "Don't worry, they're always like this. Shut up!" Or
Yeah, no, that's
You
exactly what it was like.
Yeah.
And it kind of caught me off guard at first, but then I found out that it was all just kind of fun.
The
and-
norm.
Yeah, it was the norm, and I got used to it.
Funsies.
And each week that I've come
Oh.
back, it's just been more fun and some new, different thing, especially on Robert's show.
Zombie
Every
TV.
every week, every week.
It's
Yeah,
on my
yeah.
show.
Hey, everyone's like, "Whoa,
But
whoa, whoa!"
especially
You're
on-
not
Yeah,
anything.
we're gonna get to Zombie Live TV here shortly.
Yeah.
But
Oh my gosh.
They're
so,
special children.
what has been your favorite moment so far?
Favorite moment?
Because you've only been here like a month, so
I
this will be
think
interesting.
probably the first show, Geek versus Geek, or Battle Geeks, and just the whole evening was, I felt like a perfect fit for. It was like the best possible show that could have been here. The time, because I just signed up for a 2-hour block to work on the schedule, and I was like, yeah, it's just late in the day, so I don't have to get up early on Thursdays.
Yeah.
And it turned out to work out perfectly.
I like Battle Geeks because that's our game show we created, where it's like Cranium on crack, and the Star Trek guy was, "Does this look like a face? Does this look like a face? Huh?
Blind
Huh?"
sculpting.
I have a question. I've always meaning to ask the interns. Do they warn you guys, like, we're going to throw you at this block? They actually do work, but we need to warn you before.
They warned us. They told us about Austin Public, and yeah, some of the shows are pretty unique, and some of the producers can be kind of eccentric, and they're really into their shows. But they didn't say specifically at all, like, "Oh, you need to watch out for Fanboy TV." 'Cause that Gavin's insane.
He is insane.
And so I just walked in, and I think even when I said, I walked in and just said hi to Charles, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm supposed to be doing live show support," and he goes, "Oh yeah, tonight we've got oh yeah, it's Fanboy TV. They're pretty fun. They're pretty. And I was like, okay, cool.
Thanks,
Yeah.
Charles, for
I
not
can
warning
imagine
you.
saying
Thanks for
like,
not warning you ahead of time.
Oh,
yeah, them.
those
Yeah,
kids.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So
I like the fact that we're the special bus kids. They're like, don't worry, they don't bite hard
anymore.
Nobody use Wi-Fi.
I don't work hard enough to leave a scar anymore.
Okay.
But the thing is we're the only people down here who do multiple hours at a time.
Yep.
Most people are happy if they get 30 minutes off live. We do 3 hours live like it's nothing. Like we could do it in our sleep.
Yeah.
Besides the gremlins, because this is a public studio, and every now and then we come inside and something wants to not work, or
Darn
the computer
gremlins.
wants to, not work right,
Right.
just because we hate Macs. But so it's lots of fun when people come in and experience, because most people just stay. Like Jasmine,
Yes.
who was an intern with me at the radio station and here, and she became my perfect opposite.
Yes.
Like,
I'm the girl version of Gavin.
yeah, that's the best way to put it.
I
Shut
don't
up,
know
Jeffrey.
if that's the best description of
So
this thing.
true though.
So
Love
Jasmine,
it.
Yes.
what has it been like being here?
It's been crazy in a good way though, because I started in January, so we're
Yeah.
at what
6 months.
almost
months.
7
7.
months.
7
Yeah.
months.
Yeah. So
Because we're in the 7th.
yes. So I started. I was pretty excited to start because I remember I had called you in December as soon as I had graduated, and I was like, yeah, I need an internship. Need just something to do. Just like okay, something to, just kind of keep my skills going, and then. I eventually went to the radio station. You were like, yeah, come on ahead. You were so nice. He was like, yeah. I was like, okay, this is cool. So then I went to the radio station, but like it was fun. It was fun. It was great because we had like our little powwows. I feel like every Wednesday, and we kind of just geeked out. Like all we did was talk about video games.
That's
Like,
all we did one day. We just
that
sat there for
first day I
3
met
hours
you-
and just
yeah,
talked
the
about
first day I
geek
met
stuff.
him,
I
like-
didn't do any work that day.
Yeah, like I think James, my
actually
fiance,
work?
he was like, "Where are you?" And I was like, "Oh, I was just meeting with the guy from the radio station." And then because it was the first day
Yeah.
I met you, and he's like, "For like 4 hours, like what the heck were you doing?" I was like, "We're talking about video games. Like he plays this, he plays that." I was super excited.
Yeah, we hit it off, and then like one day she was up there, was like, "You doing anything this afternoon? Let's go watch a movie." So we went to go. What did we go
Yeah.
watch?
Well, the last time we went was when we went with Jeffrey. Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
we went
Oh
to
yeah,
see
we all went to go
Alien.
see Alien,
Alien,
and
yeah.
James was like, "Can I get some time with you at some
Yeah.
point in time?"
It's like, well,
Like-
I didn't get to
We
see
love you,
yeah.
Jameson.
Yeah.
I have my fun question for you is, this is also your first South by with us because you came in January, which
Yeah.
means you got.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Your South by, how was that?
It wasn't as chaotic as Gavin made it seem.
It's because we've gotten this down to a
We
science.
have it down to
Yes.
an organized
He made it
chaos
seem like
now.
it was gonna be just a whole mess, like a big mess. But it was actually pretty good. Like everything worked out perfectly. Like our guests, I think we only had maybe one or two that weren't. able
No,
to
this
come.
year's South by was fun because one of the agents misbooked her times. So instead of being in the 5 to 6 hours, she
Yeah.
was in the 1 to 2. So we did like half of a show in an
Yeah.
hour. Like half of them were all here. So in the afternoon, we just had nothing to play.
It was like all day, and I thought it was gonna go by super slow. Like when you're at work and you're just sitting there, and it's like super early, and then it's like, well, when is it gonna be 5? But it actually wasn't. By the time we knew it, like we were done. It was crazy. So I enjoyed it.
we have.
Yeah.
So what has been your favorite moment?
We've had many. Well, why don't we let
Crap.
people know what you called us?
Okay,
named us?
so okay. Jeffrey, Jasmine, and I are in the parking lot, and when I had the realization, because we're the last ones here, we're the unholy trinity of terror,
We are.
and it
We
came
truly
up
are.
Yeah.
that we're the plastics.
Yes.
So every Wednesday we wear pink,
Yes.
and we text each other, and
Pictures, yeah.
literally you put the 3 of us together in a room, and it's going to be a laugh riot. The dumbest things are going to happen, and
Do we have a burn book?
you guys wanted to make a burn book, but I'm like,
Yeah,
we do
Jeffrey
not
said-
need a burn book.
I want to make a burn book now.
But
Let's do it. Let's just make a burn
that's-
book. It's gonna be
that's
so
probably-
much
Are you
fun.
gonna
You've
tell
seen
who
the
we
movie,
are? Are
right?
you gonna
Yeah.
tell them like who?
The plastics.
But which one are we individually?
Oh my God! So she was because she is the queen bee.
Oh, God,
I am
yes.
the slutty bimbo, and he is Gretchen Wieters. And this was all decided on Phil, who decided he is our
It's raining.
greatest.
It's gonna rain today.
It makes perfect sense.
It
I am the
does, it
slutty
really
bimbo.
But Jeffrey, you shouldn't be holding that. You should be holding something else. It'd be like-
It's gonna rain today.
No, that's me. You're Gretchen Wieners.
Oh, that's right.
Stop making fetch
There we
happen.
go.
You
See?
see?
So when we get together, lots of fun things happen, and now more people are wearing pink on Wednesdays, and
Yes.
it's turning into this whole little fun
People
thing.
wanna be a part of
It's
it.
like I'm
I
starting to
don't
notice
own
that my
pink.
own job, my main job is like I'm starting to wear pink on Wednesdays, and people are like, "Why do you always wear pink?" And I told them,
And I'm starting to see a trend through my work environment. Every Wednesday, people are starting to wear pink.
Although we had to make the rule, it has to be visible because Jeffrey was cheating
Yeah,
wearing
he
socks.
wanted to wear socks. It's like, unless if you're going to be wearing high waters, it's not going to happen.
Okay, that rule was not made until after the fact. Thank you very
All
much.
right, so was that your favorite moment?
Well,
The creation of the plastics at midnight in the parking lot?
that and putting the bumper sticker on Phil's car when I thought it was your car.
They got bumper sticker happy and slapped bumper stickers all over the car.
Oh, you
All
should have
Austin
seen his face.
public
His
access
face
was all over
I
his
was
car.
so mad. And then they went on to Jasmine's car, then they went on Jeffrey's car, and then we all tried to drive out of the parking lot, we all had stickers on our car.
And
Yeah,
then- no, but the funniest part is once we left, Jeffrey sends me a picture, and it's on the back of your window.
Mirror.
I said, so what happens, like, I send the photo over to Jasmine, and I was just like, hey, look at this. And he didn't realize.
Oh, you
until
guys
you
got
actually got
so
home, and you're like,
much
what?
trouble.
Yeah. Sorry, Phil. Don't hate us. Don't hate me. You
So
can
that's
hate
some of the
anybody
fun things to go behind the scenes. We're going to start with our next two newest members. Let's go to Ari.
Hi.
Introduce yourself and tell everyone a little bit about what it's like being here and your favorite moments.
So my name is Ari. Probably that camera. You'll probably see me do the pre-shows from now on.
It's new because the red light tells you where to look. I know it's
Oh.
kind of
You look at the
startling.
legs.
So you look
Yeah,
at the
I'm sure I was
shiny.
all off.
And
the
don't look at
shiny.
that. Look
Look
at
at the
those.
shiny
Look
at the TV.
Oh, okay, so this is easy. I don't know why you guys complain about this job.
Dang. You know
That
who's
was
the
really
best
boring.
one?
Yeah.
Savage.
Right. So my name is Ari. I do social media, and I am not an intern, so I'm here willingly.
I got
We've
him.
done
I
this
know.
well.
I read them in.
Then we should give him to Brenda.
Yes.
He hasn't been initiated by Brenda yet.
Let me know when that happens, so I wear extra padding.
No, you're doing it tonight.
Oh
Yeah,
Lord,
tonight.
I got a movie.
You heard it,
so
Robert.
I'm not.
That's true.
Yeah,
Wow.
volunteer.
But yeah, no.
Brenda will be in the
yeah.
parking lot for you before you leave.
Ooh.
Oh,
No,
would
we
you
need
look
a
at the
capture.
time?
So,
Okay.
anyways, Ari and I actually met at a D&D night over at Vigilante Bar, and we started to become friends. And he's like, so he always heard about the thing I do here, Fanboy TV. And I was like, well, why don't you just come and we
Did
want
he
more
properly
people.
prepare you for what you're walking into?
Kind
A
of.
little bit, but it's just knowing him in general, and if he's doing a job, I
It's true.
can't like. Come on, there's only like so much you can think
You
of.
can't
for
really
that.
be prepared.
You can't really
You
be
can't.
prepared for
But I,
that.
Jeffrey?
I was like, you should come to our show, and and
So
you
I-
also have a degree.
So right, so I came and watched the show because I was like, oh, friend time, happy, and all that stuff. And then I tell him like, yeah, I just graduated and I got my degree in communications and rhetoric, so I can make people look really good. I can make people look really bad. And he's like, by the way, we need to make people we need someone to make us look good. I got a communications degree. That's why I stuttered.
I can see the dollars paying off right
Yeah.
now.
Right. And so yeah, and then all of a sudden I'm now here willingly every single
He's a
week.
perfect
He's all
addition to
willingly every single
And
week.
now Ari is our social media manager for Fanboy TV.
Yeah,
So far, what's been your favorite part?
See, I was thinking about that this whole entire time, but the downside of that is that I feel like I learn something new every week. Like, there's always just something that, like, I don't know. I have to, like, walk away and go to, like, the back for a while to kind of process what just happened, and then I come back up here and be like, okay, what's my job? If I had to pick one, though, I want to say it's probably whenever I first came on and we did the Plants vs. Zombies episode, and you were raving about it to everybody.
He would not shut
You
up.
can thank me for that.
Yes.
It's all his fault.
Yes.
It's all my fault.
Gavin is like, hey, you got Xbox One? Let's play Plants vs. Zombies. I'm like, all right, no. I finally downloaded it, and I cannot get enough of it. I mean, Ari and I, when he gets home, I'm like, are you on? Let's get on.
You don't
and
play with me anymore.
Well, because you're
'Cause he's
never
playing
on
with
when we're
Ari.
on. Yeah, I'm playing with Ari.
Have you seen my face? Don't touch me.
Dang.
Oh! All right. So Plants
You
vs.
can look
Zombies.
but not touch.
So yeah, I just remember like the whole entire show, like everything about that show was dedicated to Plants vs. Zombies. It's all we seem to talk about. Even everything before and after Geek vs. Geek, it was Plants vs. Zombies. And then they had the match, and then Harley, you informed us that you were poorly misinformed.
Jeffrey cheated. He
He
told
did.
her it was a Plants vs. Zombies mobile
I said it
game,
was
not Garden
Plants
Warfare.
vs.
So
He just
she
said
came
Plants
in-
vs.
No,
Zombies.
I
He
thought-
never said Modern Warfare.
But the thing is,
I can
the
see
thing
the
is,
difference.
no.
I can
Plants
see
vs. Zombies, Garden Warfare
No,
is
no,
the
no.
first one I've
So
ever
she
played,
came
so I
in-
thought it was just
I
Plants
played
vs.
all the
defending
old,
I can totally
the
see
mobile
the
game.
old Plants vs. Zombies.
Well,
I had
I
no
did
clue.
not realize that, and I
I
thought it
didn't
was-
know there were zombie goats.
And then after that day, I realized I have found my place.
There was no zombie goats.
Zombie
I
goats.
have a
Zombie goat,
question.
not dead.
I have a question. What
I
was
have
the
an
moment
answer.
you like? Okay, exactly what have I gotten myself into? What was your? Oh my God, what have I gotten?
That's
myself
every time he
into?
gets here at 6
That's
o'clock.
pretty much
That's still
door.
happening. That's happening right now.
Yeah.
I'm actually still like,
Right now.
oh, you actually want me on camera? Well, one, I'm sorry, but my face is the star of the show. God, I wish I was that narcissistic in real life.
Quick, somebody give me a Sharpie.
All right, next up is Andrew.
Hi guys, I'm Andrew. As far as I can tell, I'm Fanboy TV's newest red shirt. I've got a myriad of.
You were not.
Yeah, he's kind of the jack of all trades, kind of like Jack is
Yeah.
jack of all trades.
I came in off of Jeffrey's coattails as well with a myriad of experience in set and light design management. And this man right here said he was doing a fabulous thing and that I should come along.
What?
It's been an amazing
Oh,
cornucopia of.
I got
And he
really
has a
very
Death
confused for
good
Star
a second.
tattoo, so he fits in fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
good
my
lord, dark
gosh.
Ding dong, Avon calling.
Does this count?
So, what has been your favorite moment so far?
My favorite moment so far would definitely, in addition to just meeting everybody and acclimating to how abundantly nerdy everyone is in their own wonderful ways.
I'm sorry.
No, it's a good thing. It's definitely a good thing. Your show 2 weeks ago.
Combat Creations.
Combat Creations.
Oh my gosh.
Remind me your co-star's name.
Chris.
So
Clover.
Chris was
Clover.
making his spy shoe phone and started melting the rubber on the bottom of the shoe.
No, it started catching fire.
And you made some incredibly convincing choking and gagging faces.
Okay.
As the smoke of burning
No.
Nike filled the
Oh my
the
gosh!
set.
No, in Combat Creations, there are times where things might catch a little smoky or fiery, and when you use a Dremel to say a cardboard box or a shoe.
Or
We
Jeffrey
don't
hot
think-
glues himself to something.
I haven't done that, but I've burned myself every single show.
Yeah,
Go
you
back on
juice
episodes.
yourself, yeah.
No, but basically what happened is like this. There was
Receipts.
it was like Chris was just where he was making a spy phone out of a shoe at the bottom of a shoe, and it started smoking. I was like, oh god, okay. And then if you go back on our episode at fanboytv.com under Combat Creations,
Plug
and
Selfless, shameless plug.
and you go back there and you could see the smoke just billowing in the room, and it was just.
Now, I'm going to be
And
really
that's not-
fair.
It's the second time it's happened. I'm so
I
sorry.
get what Andrew says because Jeffrey loves to overreact.
No, it was fun. It was a delightful non sequitur as everyone managed with the smoke.
He used a big
for a
word.
while.
How do we not have a lawsuit?
He totally
I
used
don't
a big
Because everyone
word.
on
know.
us
We
is
do
side
experiments
papers.
in there that half the crew doesn't even know about, and yeah.
Oh no, we know about them.
We
We
do.
know.
Or you just smell them throughout the halls.
Yeah,
of
I smell it from in
Austin
the hallway.
Access here.
Yeah. No, the
All
best
right.
part of that
And then we hear
sneaker catch on
Jeffrey
fire was everyone was
screaming.
like, "Did we just burn the studio down? Because I'm smelling fire."
No, wait. Is it combat? Oh, that's combat.
It's just
It's
Combat
Combat
Creations. We can hear
Creations.
Jeffrey screaming in the
We're gonna come out
background.
in like hazmat suits.
Yeah, he's
and
fine.
it's-
Don't
He's
worry.
fine.
It's gonna
No
All
big
right.
deal.
Brace
So-
the door, open, close. Just
Let's
keep
go
it
to
closed.
Mr. Robert Cheney, representing the late night stuff.
Hi, Robert.
He's come a long way, and he's learned to be a producer, and they've been amazing. But this man's got some stories, so let's tell everyone what it's like being with us, and what are your favorite stories. Pick one, because we'll get into others, I'm sure.
It's always been a crazy ride, that's for sure. All these people here. My favorite story, I used to do a Cheney challenge on here.
Oh
And,
my gosh.
My daughter, she was pregnant, so I was doing a dedication to her. So I did a dirty diaper contest.
Oh god.
The diaper had like chocolate pudding, sardines, corn, beans. And I managed to talk Gavin into being into it. And so he's sitting there bent down looking at it, and Jeffrey comes behind him and just shoves his face right in it.
So it's like I love the Cheney challenge because everyone just sits there at a table and they have to eat whatever's there. Like I
But when
ate
he came
pickled
up, though, he was
octopus.
crying. He had tears
Let
in
me
his eyes.
tell you what this was. I am looking at this, thinking, because I can see the fish head, and I don't do seafood, and I'm like, is there gluten here? Because I can have gluten. And I hear Eddie, like he is in that stuff, and I'm sitting looking at it, and I just hear boom, and the smell of death and rot hit me. I was gagging because all I hear is from Eddie in this ear, and it's in my mouth, and it's in my nose. We are vomiting in the bathroom afterwards. Eddie and I are in there. It's in his facial hair, and he's breaking out, and I'm all, bleh, and he's all, bleh. Like, we're in the bathroom, vomit brothers. Like, I was never so mad that when I saw that fish head, I go,
I thought it made good TV.
oh, it made good TV. I have got no shame, but that was wrong, sir. The smell
You
alone.
ruined chocolate pudding. That's a crime.
The smell alone.
No.
Oh, it
what
was
ruined
bad.
chocolate pudding was pudding shots. That's ruined chocolate pudding.
No, he
Oh my
just ruined
gosh.
that fat chocolate.
No, the Genie Challenge. Oh my God, there's been some disgusting things on there. Like I would hold the vomit bucket up there when Logan was on
Oh,
there.
Oh, Logan was
Logan,
lovely.
she would all. Oh God, no, I just can't.
So that's part of the fun of late night TV that you see
Yes.
on us.
Yes.
Cheney Future, yeah, no,
No.
that was the
Oh.
grossest. I will
Nope.
not do it again after that. Never again. You're like, hey, what? No, don't even look at
I
me.
won't even
Oh.
do it.
Eddie's like,
begin
no, Eddie, I'm not coming out there. You're on your own.
Are you gonna be bringing that back? Please say yes.
I'm going to do a known segment on that. It's not coming back to Zombie Life.
It's going to be an offshoot thing.
Yeah,
that we're
an
going to
offshoot.
work
Web
that
show.
fun on.
That is gonna be
Webisodes.
great. I cannot wait for
It'll be
that. I
more
think
We should do a
gross,
making
more
of
gross,
webisodes.
worse.
Even
The
worse.
making
The
of
stuff we've seen has
webisodes.
been pretty tame.
Yeah,
so.
no.
The pickle octopus. That was great, by the way.
I know, it was really good.
It's
Wasn't
just
it?
That was really
calamari,
good.
Jeffrey.
Okay,
Octopus.
so
We ate the whole.
let's
thing.
get with our hosts. I'm going to start with Harley. You are brand new to us. You're the newest host up here. And we do have to pull out the TARDIS box for her so she looks taller.
I do. It makes me a little bit taller
That's the
because
TARDIS box.
yeah, this is my box right here. This is mine. See,
Magical
it's got my name on it.
So
Magic
tell
Picture.
everyone what
It's
it's like
written in
being
blue
here
on
and
it.
talk about some of your favorite moments.
She's using the TARDIS
Now
box right now.
now my knees are the same height as everybody else. So it's been a really crazy, wild ride. A lot of entertainment and fun. I started as a cosplay guest on
Yeah.
the Mad Max show, and
That's
with
when I
Jeffrey,
started. That's when I started
we
too.
actually started the same. Like he started a week before me.
Yeah.
But we did the Mad Max show, and it was a lot of fun. And then we made fun of you, and because you were Kermit,
Yeah, and Goldfish
And
was
and
Goldfish.
Goldfish is Goldfish,
That's when Jesse got his nickname from
Yep.
me because I called
Jesse
him
got
Goldfish for some
Goldfish.
reason.
and we called you Kermit because he was wearing an orange shirt,
Over in
That's
Kermit.
right. That's right.
and he was wearing a Kermit the Frog
Yeah.
shirt, and you were
And we
trying to
painted
eat
you
him.
silver.
Yes.
And we painted you silver
And Pocky.
and
And me.
Pocky.
And he tried not to. I was like, no, you're doing it.
I told you
No,
that.
no,
I warned
no,
you
the
at
only-
least
the
that
only thing I
stuff
did
tasted
was-
like crap.
Oh,
Yeah,
it
the only
was
thing I didn't want it
horrible.
was in my teeth because I was afraid.
Oh, it
that
got all over your teeth.
It got all over my face. I was like, it tastes like crap.
So funny story. The cake spray that we use for the Mad Max stuff. It's what they used in the movies. The first ingredient is propane, and you ingest this on a cake.
Don't
Propane
say this
accessories.
out loud because I got in trouble for doing that.
Yes, we all got in trouble for it.
Oh,
Um,
This is
Is
what
it
happens
really
when we have an
propane in
angry
that?
film.
Yes, that's the first ingredient.
Scandal.
Because,
like
well, no.
interesting.
Okay, to be fair, what the first ingredient means is it's the primary thing used in the container. Propane being a lighter than oxygen, easy propellant, probably means that the thing that makes the rest of the chemicals move forward to stick and doing a spray is propane.
Science.
And now you know.
Right.
sorry.
Yeah.
The more you
Yeah.
know.
Can we get the rainbow thing?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, there's a rainbow.
So you're not actually digesting propane; it's what's being used as the accelerant.
But it still tastes like crap, no
It
matter
does.
what it is.
It
Oh, that
tastes.
stuff was disgusting.
It's supposed to
Oh my
taste like
gosh.
vanilla, but it tastes
This-
like crap.
The smell of it was just.
Oh,
I
God,
can
it
still
was
remember
terrible.
the first day a year and a half ago. It was just.
So
I was holding. I think I was holding. Was holding Pocky down or you
You were-
down?
you
You
were
were
holding
holding
Pocky.
I was
Hold
holding
us both
Pocky
down.
down. And you just smell. Oh.
You could just smell it. It's
no,
bad.
the worst part of it was I have a beard.
Oh,
Wait,
that's
wait,
a-
wait,
everywhere.
Come out.
So no, it came out real easy. The problem is the smell stays in the beard.
Oh.
So there's no leaving it in this area.
I guess my favorite moment was breaking you with pumpkin spice.
Oh my gosh.
All right. Harley and I cannot be together on segments without it turning into Giggle Fest. And I should have known.
It's not allowed.
Oh, we do it all the time because it's hilarious. But the 10 things pumpkin spice
Ugh.
flow was our Halloween 10 things list. And I see everything ahead of time, so I prep everything. I didn't realize how our lists correlated with each other. But we started going from tampons to lube to condoms
To
to.
toilet
No. You
paper.
started off with like really normal. You were like
No,
soda.
the way it degraded was
It
so
went
bad.
It went downhill.
It went like just everything played off
You
everything
guys
else.
You guys were just dying up here. And
I
behind
was-
the scenes, we're just like, oh
They're
my god.
disgusting.
I
And
was fine until he started laughing, and then he started laughing, and I would laugh and make him laugh more. And then looking in the back behind the cameras at watching Pocky and
they
Jeffrey.
were all mortified.
And they
Well,
were
no. I was
horrified.
laughing, but see, I can laugh because I've been doing this
It
long
was
enough.
so
I
bad.
have to laugh without my life. But unfortunately, because I'm so fat, this is what it looks like me laughing without. It's just his body doing this over here, and it's like
This
and,
was
and
so
we
bad.
lost it.
I almost peed myself laughing.
It's like I almost peed myself when we took Jeffrey to the haunted house.
Yes.
And the clown he wouldn't let go of my hand.
Oh, we'll get to that in a second. But yes, 10 things are lots
Yes,
of
the
fun.
clown had the chainsaw.
Jeffrey
And he
loves
wouldn't let go
chainsaws.
of
No,
my
I do not.
hey
hand.
clowns.
He also loves clowns.
Sarah, Ryan.
Oh, we had lots of fun at the haunted house, which we'll get to that
Oh,
shortly.
they
But
were.
let's get to.
We're going back.
We'll go back.
I have a confession to make.
Crap.
So we needed to get a third host. We had to leave one.
I
Behind.
like 4 people.
Yes, we had to leave one behind because she had other things to do in her life, and we still miss her. And Gavin's like, "How about Jeffrey?" And I was like, "How about Harley?" Because we need a female. We need someone to balance the sausage fest that is becoming the show. And he's like, "That's great. Why not both?" And I'm like, "Okay, sure."
I regret that decision because these two together are like 2 small children of sugar.
So
It's
my
true.
idea
That's why
was
we're
Harley,
separated.
and Gavin's was Jeffrey. So now you know which one to blame for which one.
And that's why there was 4.
Yeah. All right, Jeffrey, your turn.
What?
What's your favorite moment of the year?
Oh my gosh, my favorite moment of the year. Well, there's actually there's 2 really great moments I had.
Can I just say, hold on? One of those moments would be when we convinced Val, our CFO, that he did gay porn. So we all ran with that joke.
Okay, all right.
And him
so
reading, "I wanna lick your
so there was
windows."
so I had my it was my second to last car, and I was getting a new car, and I got Nissan Altima and everything else like that, and
Not a
I was
promotion.
having some financials, but I was able to get steady and everything. And Valerie was like, "How did you get enough money to get a car?" And we were like, "Well, was it you who said
I
it?"
did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gavin.
He did gay porn.
Yeah,
Completely
he said gay
straight
porn,
face.
and I just totally went with it. I was like, "Yeah, why? I did gay porn. What about it?" And she's
She lost her
like,
mind.
she just lost. Jeffrey, baby! I was like, what?
Mind you, Val's
That's a
like one of his
really,
mothers.
really good
Yeah,
impression too.
Valerie is definitely
Valerie
like one of my
is
moms.
every group has a mom.
And she
Yeah.
is the Fanboy TV mom. She really is. And yeah, she just lost it. And this was going on for most of the night for a good long while. I started talking about positions. I told her. Oh, we told her that we did a piece here.
Yes.
Oh.
Did
And
you
then,
I had
and then
to
he
fake
read
porno
he
titles?
read one of
Yeah.
my, no,
Well,
he
the
read
thing
one of my
is-
romance novels over the microphone before the show.
Yes!
And you could hear it in the other room of her going, "What? Just
Because
He
It
slowly
wasn't-
caressed his
No,
his
it
hand,
wasn't
his
a
soft
romance
fingertips
novel.
over his
No, it was a fan
thigh.
fiction.
It was a
the
fan
fa-
fiction I
it
was
was the
reading.
Kraken-
It was
it was the Kraken having
giant
sex with
squid. It was the giant squid from the lake in Harry Potter having
Yes!
sex with Hogwarts
yes,
Castle.
Yes.
Yes.
And it was and I'm
I
right
remember
here,
this.
and
I
we're
want
like
to lick
testing
your
the microphones
windows.
out, and they're like, "Hey, we need to test the microphones." So I'm just like, "All right, fine, let me read this." And we're just dying up here, and you just hear Valerie in the studio.
she's having a hard time. Because Val
Oh.
also likes to bring romance novels that we read.
Yeah,
We'll pick a page and we'll start reading all seductively.
That was
She does
definitely
not
real.
ha-
That
she
was
does not play with
I gotta
us.
say that was one of our highlights for the last season. But yeah, what 2 of my really big moments here was one having the anime cosplay girls on here and doing
Love
the dance.
Notes?
Huh?
Love Notes.
Love Notes, that's right. And we did the dance number here on set, and I just had so much fun because it was literally just all of us. And if you go back on that episode, all of us are dressed up from our other shows that we're doing, so it was just a
Except
collaboration of
It was.
everything.
Here's the funniest
I
part.
stayed home that day.
Was they had practiced with us from a certain point on, but the production crew started at the beginning of the song, so they're playing along, and we're going like, Until we
It's
know what
kinda
we're
like
doing.
us trying to do the Bat-Toozy, we couldn't figure it
Yeah.
out.
Yes.
So we just made our own dance.
But I definitely gotta say, having Love Notes on here was a huge highlight. They were amazing, very active and everything, and and just having the dance number with all of us was probably one of my most favorite. My second favorite, I definitely gotta say, was having the themed fan service show, which was the Geek Drag Show, and having the
love
drag
the
queens on
drag
here doing the
show.
performances and everything, and
That was your first 100% show. That was all you.
Yeah.
and that and
The
and
Carmen
now I
Sandiego
now I
number?
understand the process
Where is she?
of everything that Gavin that you go through when you're the producer and everything, and Jasmine and such. And it is a very long and very stressful thing, but
Process.
you guys, we literally, all of us kick ass at it. And I had so much fun, but yeah, it was 100%, and I felt so honored doing that. And now we're talking about having a couple of geek
Yep.
drag shows.
We made a
and
new friend
LGBT
today. This is
Yeah.
how we work.
And we're having an LGBT show as well. It's called Mother's Knows Best. We're gonna have a geek drag show all coming up this season later on, and oh my god, it's great. And I those two moments I really enjoyed. But yeah, definitely the gay porno for Valerie. Hey, for all she
Number
knows,
one.
the muffin shop is still open.
Oh.
Your muffin shop doesn't close.
They're asking,
Leave me hanging,
I went, oh, I'm
Jeffrey.
sorry.
He's like the zoo.
All right.
He's open like
They're
all
asking
year.
for the car back.
Year
Here
round.
comes Pocky.
It's gonna finish.
Pocky's
all
been
these
on this
bugs.
show
Look
the
how
longest
grumpy
with
he
me.
looks.
He has. I have to give Pocky massive credit because it is not easy to stand up here with me and try to balance this out because now there's 3 extroverts and Pocky.
I can be an extrovert, but I need to be, which is hilarious because in real life I'm actually very, very loud, very not as flamboyant as some of you guys, but when I get passionate about something,
What?
you'll see. No, I mean
Oh,
like very.
yeah, he gets passionate. We have to. Okay, Pocky, stop
Okay.
talking.
So I'm like, Pocky,
It's
you're
okay.
getting louder. You're getting louder, Pocky.
Pocky,
And like,
volume.
and I actually have a problem in real life where if the more I start talking, the louder I get, which is why a lot of times you'll see me not talk. Because I'll progressively start getting louder and not realizing I'm getting louder while talking, keep getting louder. Like I was just doing, and now I
Breathe,
was aware
Pocky,
of it.
breathe.
So I do it again.
Moments, Pocky. Let's focus.
So
Focus.
I have 2 moments also.
All right, let's hear 'em.
First is South by Southwest.
Well, that's always fun.
You jerks.
That was my first South by
That was
Southwest.
South by
It was
Southwest.
a lot of fun.
Okay, so really quick, for those who don't know, we do a 6-hour South by Southwest live show every year.
That takes us a month to get ready.
It takes us longer than a month to get ready for, but
Well, no,
I
I mean just that day, just for us watching stuff.
had a
this month.
very special guest that
And
I
this
didn't
is-
tell
yes.
anybody till the last possible minute.
And I couldn't take off of work from fair because I was taking over for the manager.
So now you guys know what my number 1 is. Yes.
Go.
We met so many great people that day. There's too many to count, but the number 1 was you saw the entire crew just light up when he walked into the building. Frank Oz.
This
Yep.
is my grumpy face.
That- and you
Someone
know-
wasn't fair and couldn't be here.
Because I had
So,
to play
the thing-
manager.
First off, we got to meet Frank Oz, and we all got pictures. But the number 1 thing about that was when you meet your heroes, there's 2 ways you'll meet your hero. Either he's the greatest guy ever, or the worst human being on earth, and you want to burn his pictures now.
I
had
have
a-
one of those.
Frank
Yes, I
Oz
had
was
to too.
thankfully the first.
Yeah, he
He
was
like-
so nice.
He was so nice. One of the best moments of all of it was we have a small hallway to get from the lobby to into this room where we film. And in between all that is the control room that controls how the cameras and all the lights and everything works. He walks from the hallway in there, and he's supposed to just come straight in. And his person who's working with him the entire time is in front of him. He's in front of Frank Oz. And he walks in, and we're like, "Hey, where's Frank Oz?" And he turns around like, "Oh, he's right, not behind me. Hold on." So there's a small door. He walked in and met every one of the crew members who was in the and shook their hand and wanted to know what they were doing.
He actually met everyone in the lobby and in our second lobby. I mean, he made sure he met every single crew member of Fanboy TV.
There's
It's just,
so many tears of anger.
And there's our sound guy.
That's our sound guy, and Eddie's here, which I
This
got
is
some
Eddie.
stories
Everybody
about
knows Eddie.
So that was my number 1 was we all got to meet Frank Oz, which is hilarious because one of my friends was here. He's like, "Hey, I'm about to leave." I'm like, "Don't leave. Your hero is going to be here," because he's a huge Muppets guy, and he's like, "Who?" And I told him who, and he looked like a small child just blew up like in a thing.
And Rob, okay, we just keep getting more and more happy fun people.
Come here, you.
and Jill, and Alice.
This is why I love this kind of show.
Okay, so our show. Okay, Pocky, hurry up with your second one so I can go.
So my second one is, was our.
This isn't working.
Go. I've forgotten.
All right.
Because we just
So,
got people.
But Frank
One-
Oz was a huge hit for all of
Well,
us, I
yes.
think.
I love
We
meeting new
missed
people.
it.
I love meeting Robin because she stole our fan service name on Twitter. That's how we met. With some of my
y'all didn't have it on Twitter.
yeah.
Oh,
Hey.
our
That
Giant
is
Robots
true.
episode.
Our Giant Robots episode. I loved watching Alice and the ladies of fandom come up with their show and start finding this. But I've got to say,
Which the other ladies tonight are preparing for things. For
Yeah.
next
one of my favorite things ever is dealing with Eddie Rutten every time she shows up and he goes, "Hey, I've got guys with flaming swords. Can I do that? Hey, can we hang people from the ceiling today?
Please,
It's like
please,
an
can
Hey,
we hang people from
we
the
want to
ceiling?
bring in an
It's
elephant."
happening.
You don't know unless you ask.
We don't know until he
Well,
walks
let's do this.
into
We
the
have our
studio, and I
Rig?
I have
freaking
an
love
email
it.
rig.
No,
Okay,
the
well, that's
best
a show.
part, the best Zombie
Yeah.
Life episode I think I've ever seen was the goat.
The
I
goat-
love
Oh no,
Zeus.
because here's the deal.
Zeus
Nobody
was
told me
amazing.
there was a goat here. I didn't get to clear that. And they come out, there's a goat in there, and it had crapped everywhere.
And that's the same thing. I didn't know a goat was actually going to be in here until there was actually a goat in here.
I
Turned out
was
to be
cuddling
really
with the
cool.
goat too.
I was like, what kind of
His name
episode
was
is
Zeus.
this going to be
Yeah.
tonight?
And so dealing with zombie
Goats are
life is always fun
amazing.
because we never know what's going to happen.
And
And
we
we
don't,
have to
we don't
know.
know what's going to happen either because after every show, everybody on the cast is like, man, we are in so much trouble.
And I let most of it ride, but they have the table of banishment since
Yeah,
the
yeah.
studio said they can't be too close to the studio at all times. So they're in the table of banishment, so that's a whole fun thing. I love Combat Creations because Jeffrey burns his hand on hot glue on a regular
All the
basis, like he
time.
doesn't
every
freaking know.
every
Like
episode.
7
Every
times.
episode.
And I
2
don't.
weeks.
I honestly don't mean to. I don't. I just don't.
Jeffrey,
mean
also-
sweetheart,
He just puts
can
his
I
hand
teach you
on it.
lessons on
First
how
episode.
to handle a hot glue gun?
It's a
I'm
high.
sure
It's
Jeffrey,
a
you're a
high.
hot glue ringer.
It's a high temperature.
We'll teach you.
So-
We'll teach you.
I also just love all the fun things we're doing with behind the costume,
It's not.
There you
Not
go.
my fault.
Yeah,
Better.
that
which
happened.
She did it.
That's it.
it's just quite hilarious.
Yeah,
But I'd
Jeffrey's
say,
gonna be on our makeup show.
not surprised.
So are you?
I
Not surprised.
really loved
I want to be 2.
Yes.
discovering
Everybody.
fan fiction through Robin.
Robin.
There's a whole
like my
show
fan-
coming. No, because they know what they're doing over there on Cannon Fodder. Like,
Yeah, we
she
do.
knows her stuff. They did a Mary Sue tournament that we're turning into a show.
Oh my
And the
gosh.
concept was you have 5 minutes, put yourself into a fan fiction, and you get points on tropes, overused things. I don't know what she came up with, but she put herself in every page of that
Percy Jackson.
Like
Yeah.
every story, she was in every part. Whether it be she's in a coma on a boat, like she thought that out. And I was like,
I did.
Mine would have been
Well
Inuyasha
done.
fan fiction, and I totally would have won.
and I went, I sat with her and I
Those already
go,
written.
I said, Robin, we need to turn this into a show. She's like, yes, let's do it, a game show. So we're working on the Mary Sue game show for next season, and it's going to be amazing.
Oh my gosh.
I volunteer as
think-
Let us
tribute.
know who wants to compete.
I volunteer as tribute.
Everybody wants to compete because this is a
All of
bizarre
us.
show.
As soon as I get Star Wars.
Obviously. 'cause
Yes,
I-
yours is gonna be Star Wars. He's a Death Star.
Sounds too.
Yeah. Sounds.
No.
It sounds like.
So-
Driz is my favorite.
What other stories do we have?
I
Well,
got
let's
one.
see.
Uh-oh.
Eddie's story.
Hold on, guys.
Eddie,
Here comes Eddie's story.
What I like most about the whole deal, everything that everybody does, is how it makes it forces you to be social. It forces you to be.
Did I force you to be social?
Well, no. Like I'll take you for example. The first
back in the
time
closet, Jeffrey.
Cheney was on Zombie Life.
I was hiding in the bathroom barfing.
Oh, I remember that.
Hope
You were in the
so.
mask,
I was
and
hiding.
your wife was like,
Yeah.
he's just nervous.
And I was nervous too. I'm like, I'm gonna have who on the show? And then I found about your background and everything like that. And then I said, well, where is he? He's in the bathroom throwing up.
Yeah, he wasn't even on the show, was he?
No.
No,
didn't
he
come out
didn't
of the bathroom.
He
No.
barfed the entire show.
But since
Just
then,
Storm.
you know, his own
Since then,
show, all these people coming in because of your leadership. It's amazing what it does for
Definitely
people.
works
So wait,
for
wait,
people
wait,
like
I have a
us because
question.
we're all like
Does-
introverts for the most part.
does
Well,
that
most of us
mean-
are. I'm an introvert.
Yes.
One of us.
Wait, wait.
One
so
of
you-
us.
Introverts.
One
Introverts.
of us.
He's
One
an
of
introvert.
Yeah,
us.
you can't be an introvert in this
Yeah.
first.
Hold on. I have a question. So wait, your first time you were here, you basically threw up an entire hour's worth of show.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aw.
So
Yeah.
does that mean this entire cooking thing where you're making other people throw up? Is this your idea of revenge?
Yes.
Oh, no.
Revenge.
Eddie, You weren't here for when we were talking about the diaper food challenge because I had to describe you eating that next to me and how we're vomiting in the bathroom together because all I hear is you go.
You know what? You know what? It's really been great. Another moment that's been really great for us as a crew, as an entire group, is Robin mostly being in charge of this. Is our podcasting taking off as it is? The fact that we have one on iHeartRadio now, the fact that we're having more springing up, the fact that everyone is taking off with it, taking off with it and running with it. It's like, hey, I can do this. We have Lance doing a board gaming one. Once I get my computer fixed, I'm having my 2 brought back.
We're just being really slow with ours.
Yes.
Well, you guys had an
Just
excuse.
finished
We had an
the final
excuse.
episode for the Mary Sue tournament. We finished recording it. So that'll be up
So
there.
I think
I have another one.
I definitely
Okay,
gotta
fine.
give a huge mention to Alice for
Lance.
doing such a kick-ass job when Lance and Stephanie were gone. We did the Geek Week News together.
Oh
Get
yeah.
back in the closet,
Because
Stephanie.
Lance got deployed, so we had to figure out
Yeah.
when we did Geek Week News pre-film. So I said, "Here's the idea: they're gone. You 2 are crew members have to sit in, and they're awkward doing it. They're laughing, and having a good time
And we
until
had-
Lance got back."
I like
had-
taking over for Alice.
No idea what we were getting ourselves into, and we had so
Do you
much
really
we
have an
bonded so
idea
much
when
through
it
that?
involves me?
What?
We bonded so much through that. That
We
was a
did.
fun experience.
Do you? Hey, Alice. Do you like robots?
I like
robots.
I mean,
robots.
I think also this is
With
this
TV,
is-
make
this
Alice,
is-
you're gonna need to go get back in the closet. There's vodka and Stephanie's in there for you.
But
She's waiting.
I'm alcohol intolerant.
But yes,
Your alcohol-
Go get in the closet.
I can go
You gotta go
Put it
back
up
on the
the other
episodes and
one.
watch them.
Closet.
They're really
we
great.
are bringing back Geek Week News as its own show now because it's outgrown its pre-recorded segment. So that's what we're filming and working on the back scenes right now. All sorts of fun things.
And
We just-
I gotta say, Stephanie kicks butt on the writing.
Stephanie's
for that show.
freaking amazing.
Oh my
Stephanie
gosh.
is genius when it comes to the writing.
Lance and Stephanie and the Good For You.
Good for you.
Good for
Good
you.
for you.
And
But-
Robin, who's on it now too.
Yeah.
Moist.
Eddie did bring up a good
Moist.
point is that we're just a very happy family group.
Look at us,
we got a
guys.
new
We're
friend
all
today
friends.
who's going to be doing our Geek Drag show.
Right.
And she was completely enamored by being here. She's
Yeah.
like, why do you do this? I said, because we are all fun. We have a good time and we're building an empire. We literally are building an empire.
That's true.
No, you know who the most was fun, the most entertaining to watch. Wait, you guys do what?
Oh, when we
Wait,
tell
who-
people we do 3 hours live TV, they about have a heart attack.
No. My favorite was Ladies of Fandom's first major guest. Was the amazing Jessica.
Who loves us?
Who loves?
Who
But
adores us.
my
Allegedly.
favorite the most priceless reaction was Ladies of Fandom is done, and we're sitting with her just chit chatting, and we're we're talking about everything we're getting ready to do. Like we're getting podcast ready, we're getting streaming ready. These shows are getting ready, and she's listening to all of us do this. She has Minchie on her lap, and then Minchie sits on her lap, and everyone's saying. And finally, the best line was when we're in the main booth, and she goes, "You guys have been doing this so long. How does no one know about you guys? You guys are the most awesome people ever." And just her reaction of like finding out about us was so cool.
Well, you know what? That whole thing is changing too.
Yeah.
It's changing a lot.
Thanks, guy over
what
there in the corner.
Fanboy is doing and what is actually happening is we're keeping Austin weird because it's gone corporate and there's all this new stuff that's happening with businesses inside the city. But because of Fanboy and the campaign to push people to be themselves and to do whatever they want to do, it's keeping Austin weird. And those people are the ones that are tuning in. And
they love
shows.
it. And
Yeah.
we, for
We
years...
have friends that are watching overseas.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for years we
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
care about our
Yeah.
social networks. We were just having fun.
Yeah.
And so now we've got someone who's helping us grow our social presence because that's actually important. But we didn't care. We were just having fun doing this.
It's
I can work
important.
Facebook.
And it's been a whole lot of fun. And we're going to have even more shows starting in September because we have Animinions, we have the Mary Sue game, where cosplay is becoming a whole weekly show, fan service,
my fault.
ladies, and combat will be back at the weekly, and then Eddie Rotten. And there may or may not be a film show after Eddie Rotten, and we have some offshoot shows that are going to start showing that aren't regularly scheduled, like
Y'all are in for it with Animinions. I'm just letting you know
Like,
now.
you don't understand. Part of the 4th of July with me and Alice was like, so how are we going to subject people to this?
How are we going to ruin your lives?
You can't.
You know,
Oh, trust me, I can.
with this group,
Childhood
good
ruined.
luck.
Childhood ruined.
you're forgetting one thing though. Is like a lot of people don't realize we really none of us get paid. We all do this volunteer.
Wait, I don't get paid?
Yeah.
We
No.
all.
What's
but
that
no,
money
like
that's
seriously.
coming into my bank account, Gavin?
Yeah,
That's
what's that
from you
money?
working the street corner.
Can I get paid
Oh,
by
you're
tearing
the
the
one that
crap out
transferred
of
it to
Hey,
me.
hey,
Just kidding.
Lavaca and Fourth is mine with Rhonda Jules, okay?
Trinity and 6 is
But no,
ours.
but
They're
like,
arguing
but
over
I'm-
Poe corners
But
here.
I'm serious.
Ours is
So,
Trinity.
guys,
whoa.
Where we go out of
But
cosplay.
But seriously, we all do this volunteeringly. We come here on our own time. We do this every Thursday night. We're putting so much work and so many hundreds of hours into this when we're not even here and we're just talking about it.
Yeah.
And it's like with Gavin and his brother Josh, you guys have definitely created a family and helped run it out.
We're making an
Dad.
empire.
It is
We're gonna
awesome.
just-
We are your
Christmas
last
present for each one of
boys.
you.
I wanna go through something
I wanna
real
show-
fast.
Oh my god,
Uh-oh.
can you do a white
What
elephant
me,
Christmas?
what
Yes.
Gavin and I and what Jeffrey, when one of us makes a show an episode of this, just the show alone, not making a new show like me and Alice are doing, but making an episode of this show. Like first, we come up with what it's going to be about. Then we try to get a guest. We have to email that guest, and we have to explain to the guest why they have to be on our show.
It's a whole process.
It's a whole
of just-
process.
It is.
Eddie does it for Zombie Life.
So
Well,
yeah, and then
Cheney,
But
he
it's-
is completely blown it up.
yeah, and it's
It's
like
fine.
we have to
Go ahead.
convince somebody like you got with you and President Sega, former President Sega, like you have to tell someone why they want to be on our show because what we're asking someone is to take basically 2 hours of their life, sit in front of their computer, listen to 4 people in Austin, Texas, some of them not even in the United States, talk for like 30 minutes, so you can be on our show for 20, talk about what you're good at, and it's like
And they do it because they have fun.
they have
They
fun,
do.
but also it's like then we have to get the top 10 list. We have to get Geeks versus Geek Week going. Then we have to get the images. We have to set everything else. Then we have to get here at 6 o'clock in the evening on a Thursday. Set up the
In
lights, set up the
downtown
things,
Austin.
Set up the set.
set up the
Fight
set.
Austin traffic getting here.
Yeah, fight all traffic to get in here. Then whoever's doing the 10 versus 10, the 5 versus the.
It's a lot of prep work for all
It
these
It's a
is.
lot, but
It
it's-
is
And
definitely
then-
a circus back
Definitely.
here, but we got some really awesome
It's
ringleaders.
definitely-
And then
I-
we have 5 minutes to ourselves.
Yeah, I literally give about 5 minutes. I need you back in here 5 minutes. Go.
Yeah.
I just sit him out.
I
There's
just
some
sit
days
here.
that I don't
We
even
spend that
talk
5
to
minutes
you,
great.
Yeah.
like because you're
Jeffrey.
just running around. Like there's some days I don't talk to them until the end of the night, and it's
What?
We spend
it's
that
crazy,
5
but it's
minutes
fun.
scaring the crap out of you.
It is.
And
fun.
then the minute this show ends, the
We
crew
go to the
comes
next
in
studio.
for Zombie Life to set up their time. So the
And we
second
think-
And then we
that-
got 2
And
other
then-
shows
and then-
going on.
Yeah,
And
we're
the rest of us
broadcasting
fling
from
over
the
there.
studio. Right over there. She's leaving fan service to run right over there to get ready to go.
Literally in just about probably less than 10 minutes, these 2 will be running right over there.
They'll be live.
But Jeffrey,
Do we have chairs yet?
there's one that's
No.
worse. That's the ladies to combat creation switch over.
Okay, you got a simple setup to the Combat Creations Table of Doom. Like that.
It's
Like
true.
It takes like 5 minutes.
It does. It literally takes us 5 minutes because it's a small room, folks, and we. But it's
5
so
minutes
funny.
to shove all of our
But
crap.
now we've gotten to the point where we have a good transition.
That's the thing. Like every time now when ladies ends, we just carry most of everything with us and then they just run in.
When we
Eddie?
were first doing that transition, there were some moments in there. It was
But
great.
I do have a favorite moment of this year though.
okay.
And that is one day during a Ladies of Fandom episode, all of the ladies just randomly get one random message from Jeffrey saying, "Hey, I have a plan." And what this plan was,
Oh my God.
most of us had no idea.
I forgot.
As soon as Ladies ended, one of us was to kidnap Jeffrey, drag him into the ladies' restroom, and make him over in face paint.
He was so pretty. I painted
it
his
looks like
armpits
a
green.
rainbow
I
exploded
painted
on
you
him.
The blue wig.
your armpits
the blue
green.
wig. My armpits are green.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I painted his
I was
armpits
on.
green.
Oh my gosh!
I
Oh, that
remember
was
that.
such a terrible idea.
I had so
That
much
was a
fun.
terrible idea. Never again.
That memory it's like a Polaroid every time.
I
And-
swear, I was on an if I wasn't on an acid trip, I would have woken up like. What
Okay,
the
you just
hell
told her when you were on
happened?
acid that day.
Okay.
I
Wow.
would have said I was on
Go.
acid that day.
All right, Eddie. What did you want to say?
I was gonna say what it's done for the city of Austin, because what it used to be is a whole bunch of jewelry. Like people would sell jewelry at this time, or there would be like people would talk
The
about
church shows or the
church
political
shows, and all that's
shows.
awesome too. But now people are tuning into something that's very relevant to their lives, and sometimes things that they're uncomfortable talking about or uncomfortable seeing at work, they can come to Fanboy and watch the whole block
They have fun.
and have fun with it. And
No.
that's why you can see, like, you can literally see all the different shares that people are putting on, because every fourth post on my Facebook page, it's something about Fanboy.
Yeah, like the
You know,
first time
it's
you and I got
incredible.
spanked by Brenda. You pulled me up there,
It's a big
and she
deal.
hit you flat on, but she hit me way high, and I had a big old bruise. I'm not doing that again.
It's a big deal, man. Being spanked by Brenda is historic now.
We volunteer Ari for tribute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Ari
Is
has
that
to
a
be
date
spanked
tonight?
today.
I'm sorry.
We
No,
got-
we're gonna take him outside and just hand him over to Brenda right
Why
now.
he's got a date
Well,
tonight,
the whole
just gonna
thing
take
is,
him outside anyway.
what was it, Leslie?
Harley.
Yeah.
When Leslie died, it was, and I didn't even live in Austin when that happened, but I heard about the legacy of this person that was so magical and like raised everybody's spirits up. And I saw Brenda at a bar one night, and he had like on fishnet stockings, like neon pink fishnet stockings, man, and like big neon green, like pink boots, furry boots and stuff. And I didn't know him from anybody, but I just walked up. I'm like, dude, you are awesome, man. I don't even. It's before the show. It's before my podcast was aired in Austin. It was before all of that. I just wanted to know who he was because he was so big, his personality and everything. And now he can walk into a bar and spank people for charity. It's
That's
amazing.
awesome.
Brenda's
That is
my
awesome. It's pretty
freaking
cool.
furter for life. Just
Now-
saying.
It's amazing.
I have an outside Fanboy best moment, and it was our last year, not this year's, but last year's Queer Bomb was Fanboy TV's first like booth event we got to do. And I made a little Target dummies, and I brought the Nerf guns, and nothing better than seeing a bunch of drag queens and people using Nerf guns to shooting haters down.
No, I remember that.
Nerf
going to
guns
the
in this
booth.
crew don't
Yeah.
mix very well, just so you
Yeah.
know.
And
Never
I
would've
got to
guessed.
That
take.
time I shot you in the face.
Yes.
There's Nerf
So,
guns
so
next door.
it was great.
I can bring out
Because-
the paintball gun.
If you have not been to Queer Bomb, it's a great deal of fun. But at the end of it, there's a march. And for some of us, that was their first march. This was the first Pride Parade event. I wasn't going to say names, but yes. It was Alice's. It was Alice's first Pride event. And she's just like completely enamored by it. You're like, wow. And then we got to march. And you're like, we're doing what? We're like, we're going to walk down 6th Street. We're going to cut across the 5th. And we're going to come right back here. And you're like, we're okay. I'm like, don't worry, just stay beside me. And we just marched down the road, and it was great because a lot of people didn't know about us, and that's when they got to find out about us, and we got to meet a lot of interesting
That
people.
I was my first time going to
Yeah.
Queer Bomb, and that was actually, you guys did amazing at the booth. There was a lot of people that didn't know about us, and that's a good portion of our viewers is from
Yeah.
Queer Bomb, and it's nice because we relate to not just one social group, but to many, and that's
Right.
and like you were saying, Fanboy TV is a part of the Keep Austin Weird community.
It is very much so. We like our slogan says, we are geeks, gamers, nerds, otakus, furries, dungeon masters, makers, sword wield. We are everybody. We are you.
I don't think we can.
And
fit on
so-
a business card.
Welcome.
Demographic.
Welcome everybody. Welcome to all the new people coming in. We have more shows coming up, but we're gonna wrap up a little early today so we can get ready for
I got
Zombie
mine.
Live TV.
I got mine.
Uh-oh.
You have to skip
Okay,
mine.
Jill.
It's my favorite one. It's in
Ooh,
the.
girl.
It's actually has to do with Jeffrey. So
Oh,
Jeffrey used
crap.
to do.
As do most of them.
So Jeffrey used to do the. What is it? The pre-show.
The pre-show.
So we're getting ready for Ladies of Fandom, and I'm outside. I have gore makeup. And
No.
so for me to do gore makeup, I have to pour it in my mouth and it smile, and it all goes down my face. So to get this out of my mouth, I have to spit it out. So me being smart, I go outside, where Jeffrey, unknown to me, is doing pre-show, and I spit it out, and he loses it.
All right. One thing I do not like. One of the things I really do not like is having penis written on my forehead,
Don't
Jasmine
sleep
and
in my house.
Gavin, and having blood spit
his
at
fault.
me, and being chased by a killer clown with a chainsaw. I'm looking at you, buddy.
That
you
was
know who you
Just
are.
saying, don't
Like,
fall
wait,
asleep
what
when
three
we're
things
having
you're doing for
alcohol on
Jeffrey's next
movie night.
birthday?
But wait,
Yeah.
Jeffrey.
Yes,
That
ma'am.
led
I think
into-
everybody hates
together.
being chased by.
All right, so last bit
Wait,
bit
but
because
that led into my favorite thing with y'all with the da 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 da. We're live.
last
And we
bit
still do that.
because I forgot
We
Robin.
still
We
do
do
that.
too. We steal it too.
What is your favorite moment? We have out of a minute, so let's do this.
It's gonna be Battle
20
Geeks.
seconds.
It's gonna be the last lightning round question.
Because she knew the speech.
15 seconds.
See, the whole lightning round, I'm just like, I don't know any of these questions. I don't know any of these. And I'm just kind of just being like, yeah, not being helpful at all whatsoever. And then Gavin asks, what is the line that Padme says? And I'm crazy about Padme.
And you were dressed as
And I
Padme
was
too.
dressed as Padme. And so he didn't even finish the sentence, and I was just
She is quoting that thing, slamming the table.
This is how. This is how.
Where she
how- what
plays
is the line
Jeffrey?
again?
Yeah.
So
So that's been it for this show. We'll be back next week as we're going to be talking about LGBTQ in the geek community on fan service. We have Combat Creations next. Not Combat. We have
Whoa!
Wait, I'm not.
we
I'm
have
not
Behind the
dressed.
Costume next. Talking about
Let's go.
steampunk.
Where's the glue gun?
Behind the combat.
And then we have Eddie
Behind
Wright
the
at 10 doing.
Do we have chairs yet?
Oh, we're interviewing just horror in Austin. So we're doing the new show from Mark Martinez.
Yes.
Mark of the Beast.
Mark of the
is
Beast.
gonna be on.
All right.
And Cynic, he's going to be talking about gaming.
So stay tuned. We'll be back next week. Thanks for tuning in and listening to behind the scenes stuff. Thank you guys.
Season 8.
We'll see you
Let's
guys
go!
next week.